Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Welcome to Creating a Future We Want, the Furrows series, where I give just a little bit of information about what's going on in our garden and our gardening activities. This behind me is part of the garden, and we got beans and figs and tomatoes and eggplant and squash and okra and all sorts of stuff. And our garden is right here on the street, so hey, how you?
Hey, how you?
Good. They were admiring our figs earlier, which was awesome. And and I was just thinking, hey, how's it? About one of our first trips to Sicily to visit family there. My wife's family is from Sicily, and some of them live there still in Western Sicily, and I'll never forget, right, being at one of their homes, in the town, and them saying, "Hey, let's go to our country house now and visit the garden." And I was like, "That sounds great, sure." So we all get in the car and get buckled up. They thought that was weird that I use a seat buckle, and we head off. I'm so excited because an adventure, like go and see some new stuff in the country, in Sicily, in the mountains, and yeah, and we drive in and we pull down a really narrow little steep little road. I'm like, wow, this is getting so amazing. And then they stop the car and they say, okay, we're here. We've been driving for about 60 seconds. Evidently the country house is on the edge of the town where the city house is. So, and then the garden's surrounding it. So we stop there for the day and we go out into the garden and collect all the food and cook it in the kitchen, the outdoor kitchen. And then we're sitting at the table eating eggplant and cucuta and tomatoes and all sorts of stuff. And my gosh, sitting at the table, you could see almost everything that we were eating growing in the garden, like right behind us, kind of like this. We were in the process of designing this house at the time during that first visit when I was so struck by that amazing opportunity. Hey, you want to rent our house? Get in contact. So, garden more interesting. And so when we designed this house, we designed to have the kitchen as like the heart, the center of the house. We got a peach tree here and figs I showed you, and there's some squash and pumpkin over here, waiting to find the sun, and neighbors. And so we designed this house so the kitchen was in the center of the house.
You missed the very good stop.
Okay, so we're even watching Italy game. Excuse our perfectly neat house. I don't want anybody watching this to feel like less of a person because your house isn't so neat as ours. Hi, everybody loves me here. And so we got the kitchen as like the center of everything. So this is the ground floor and like everything, it's kitchen, because I wouldn't be here and cooking and everything, all the stuff that we're growing out there. So we can sort of see, well, all the schoolwork's in the way. We can see all the stuff we're growing and then all the stuff we're cooking. We just picked some blueberries, like 34 pounds of blueberries, and made some blueberry jam. And all these paper bags around here are like tomatoes and figs and other stuff that's ripening in the bags because the animals were eating them out there, chipmunks and birds and everything. So we make this sort of the heart of the house and have a dining table and, well, watching, calcio, of course, over there. And our garden is maybe not so big as the folks from Sicily, but, got this tiny little space, 40 by 80 lot, grow as much as we can, 400 plus pounds of food a year, and that's enough. This is a place where we experiment, try new things. We eat and cook and spend time together, and we talk about it a lot, make it a part of our education, and most of all, we appreciate it and honor it right here and right here. All right, y'all take care. I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Furrows series. What's your vision for a future of food? Not soccer.